Hey Mandy, I wanted to reach out to you because you were affected so deeply by our conversation that I wanted to clarify how I feel about some of the things that I want you to know that I think that you're allowed to feel like something is too soon, and you're allowed to feel like you don't know. And I think that's okay. And I think you might think that I think it's not okay. It it's just I guess I was really stupid in thinking that I could at least be close enough that we can meet more often. Even if it didn't work out, in my eyes, at least we'd be able to meet when we felt it was right. That was my whole goal. I didn't know if I would be an hour away or 10 hours away, I don't know. But at least it would make it possible to meet. And it's just too much for you. It's not bad if it's too much for you. And I'm glad you were able to be open with me about it in case I ever did do it and it was too much. I really like the idea that maybe by the end of the year, maybe we could just hang out once. Maybe not. I may have ruined it by now, but if I haven't, I want you to know that's enough for me. And even if we were to say, hey, that would be fun if we could hang out once this year, and it didn't happen until next spring, it's still okay. The whole point of the talk was so that I can know what was right for you. If a year's time is not a lot of time to you, I just need to know that. If a year's time is enough time, like you have thought about, that maybe we can hang out once, I'm glad to know it. I'm sorry that you thought I was trying to pressure you into a commitment or a promise. I don't expect you to know when we're going to hang out, but I do expect you to know when you would like to have a possibility of hanging out, which is what you told me. You told me that you thought several times that maybe at the end of the year we could hang out. That's awesome. And then you told me something even better, that it's not stressful for you to hang out. So maybe we can hang out several times in the next year or two. I don't know. Maybe we could do some really cool things together. And now I know all of this. Before I didn't know any of it. And I'm sorry that it was a lot of pressure for you to tell me that we can hang out sometime. I'm sorry that I tried to see if I could make plans that it would be easier for us to hang out instead of having to book a plane a week in advance or a month in advance and stay in a hotel or whatever and rent a car or a cab, or, I figured I'm going to have to find a new career. I'm going to have to move, and I don't have a location where I need to do that. That's the only reason why I thought it was a possibility. I could do it anywhere in the world. So I thought, hey, wouldn't it be cool? I mean, I'm just trying to tell you why I thought it was a possibility. I know it's not practical, but I think even if we don't work out, which I'm hoping that's not the case, I think I will move somewhere. And I don't plan on being there forever. I just need to I don't know. I don't want to live in such a cold place, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I just want you to know, Mandy, that you are allowed to feel like things aren't right, or it's too soon, or it's stressful to think about. You're allowed to feel these things. They're real feelings. You're allowed to feel like my work schedule is too busy, that I just won't be able to fit in being able to read a book. You know what I mean? I understand that stuff. I'm sorry that I'm not good at communicating with trying to talk to you about our relationship. I can hang out with you and enjoy ourselves. We've done it so many times. It's just I just have to I was just thinking of my future, and I wanted to throw some ideas around before I make definite plans, because I have a lot of things to do before the end of the year, and I have to start making arrangements very soon. And now I know what those arrangements are going to have to be for the most part. And I don't have a problem with that at all, and I hope that you know that. I didn't intend to. I just thought we were talking to each other. I didn't intend any of this stuff. I never told you that you're making me miserable. I never told you that your feelings were not enough. I never implied things that I think you may have wondered if I was implying. So I want you to know that I'm cool with hanging out. And if things go well, one day in person we're going to hang out with each other. I would hang out with you even for a few hours, just to meet you. And if it didn't happen this year, it's fair. I'm going to be here whether or not, whether or not we're going to hang out with each other. I'm still going to be here. I'm still going to have feelings for you. And if you think it's too hard for me to be with you until we can get to know each other many times, I want you to know it's going to be a lot harder for me to be here and not be a close friend than it would be for me to be a close friend with you and not get to meet you for a year or two for the first time. So if that's your fear, please take that into consideration. I just wish that sometimes when we talk to each other that you could hear the tone of my voice so that you know exactly how I'm trying to tell you things and that it doesn't sound so harsh and abrasive as I think it comes across. I'm just trying to communicate. We don't have to communicate about our relationship every day, every week, every month. But there are going to be a few times where we're going to have to if we continue. And I'm going to learn how to do it better and better as we go. And when I said to you the thing that seemed to be the tipping point, so you prefer not to have me around come January, I said, I was just trying to make sure I understood because you said before that it was okay, but now I was just saying, I kind of was saying I realize that it's best that it doesn't happen. So now that I know that, I'm not upset in any way, and it's going to be a whole nother year. I mean, even if I only sign this lease for 6 months, I'm not going to expect to move close to you. Maybe I'll move to the desert or something, I don't know. I might move to the southwest, I don't know. Maybe it would be easier for us to meet then and it would be less stressful for you. Now I'm going to make plans for my next year. And our discussion last night helped me so that I can do that better. And it was never intended to be a burden for you. I never was asking you for a commitment or a promise or a date. I was just discussing what was right for you. I'm sorry for not doing a good job. My heart is with you. I feel like now that so much is in the open between us, that it's just time to spend time together. If it's not too late. Mandy, I'm sorry for upsetting you. I'm sorry. Even if we take a break, our feelings can't just go away, so we might as well just stay together. I don't know why that's funny to me, but we might as well just do it. Okay, so it's not funny that I drove you crazy, but I feel like it could be done. I feel like I've learned so much. I feel like we just have to hang out together. And we'll hang out every day. Except for days that we're busy. We'll take some days off to take care of our lives. We'll just hang out together. We'll be friends. I'd prefer that over not knowing you at all. And I hope that we can be friends the way we have been. Well, Mandy, I guess I won't see you this weekend, but I hope to see you soon.